magandang umaga, magandang araw sa ating mga kababayan. We are very excited po dahil today we have Miss Gemma kasama natin. Binibisita natin siya ngayon dito sa California. Siya po ay isang eksperto na administrator and she will introduce herself. Pero Ma'am Gem, maraming salamat. Nice to meet you.
You're welcome.
Oo.
Nice to meet you too.
Alam ko, matagal ka na sa senior care living industry. Can you please introduce yourself to our kababayans?
First of all, I'd like to thank both of you for coming over, driving so far to be in our place to show you what we have here. So my name is Gem, Gemma de la Cruz. People call me Gem, as in Gemstar. And I've been in the senior living healthcare industry for 20 years, more or less. And I was exposed to the different types of senior living, senior care, healthcare, caregiving, assisted living, and all that. So my experience in this industry is not, I cannot say an expert, but I know a little of everything.
Masyado pong humble si Ma'am. Pero Ma'am, ano po ba yung senior care at ano yung mga different kinds of senior care services?
So senior living, first of all, who are the clients in the senior living industry? So they're the people who are 65 and above, and they are the baby boomers. Right now, they are every day in America, 10,000 people turn 65 every day.
Wow.
That started in 2012.
Okay.
So every year right now, they're already in their 70s, 78, 79, and 10 years from now, they will be 89. So we will be needing a lot of these types of services. So that's why I am in this industry where I learned a lot of things. What are the opportunities in the industry, because I saw it. By the way, I'm the youngest baby boomer. The baby boomers are the ones born in 1946 to 1964. So everybody that were born during that time, they're now baby boomers, and it started with 65 years old in 2012. So what are the different services that we offer as a senior living business? So we have, number one, when I started the senior living industry, I was running a caregiving agency. We provide healthcare, we provide caregivers to people who wants to have a caregiver in their homes. Some of them, they don't want to go to the assisted living facilities. I will tell you the difference between all this later on. But the caregiving industry, a home care agency, is the one that provides caregivers to the homes. We hire caregivers. We have an inventory of caregivers who wants to provide services to the seniors, and we deploy them. We send them to the homes of the seniors if they need that type of service. So that's caregiving. That's a home care agency. And then we have also another type of service, which is we provide this facility, assisted living facility, where we have, each one have their own rooms. We provide the food.
It's like a hotel.
It's like a hotel. It's like a cruise in the land.
Yes,
cruise in the land where you have everything, activities, like hotel treatment. We have services in the room.
Swimming pool.
We have a dining room set up, sit down dinner and all that. We provide the food, breakfast, dinner, and lunch,
and 24/7
service. Like if they need help inside their room and they cannot do it themselves, they just push the button and somebody will be there to assist them. So that's assisted living. And also, we also provide independent living. Those people who wants to just be with a group, socialize, so they downsize from a big home to a small room in an assisted living facility where everything is provided.
Na-notice ko rin po, meron ding separate area for people with dementia or memory care.
That's a very, very good question, because in this facility that we have 3 levels of care. Number one is independent living, where people they don't need help. And then we also have a place, a wing that provides assisted living, where
is that there is a separate area for people with dementia, so memory care. Can you explain
yes
that?
Okay, so in this facility we have 3 levels of care. One is independent living, where they just need light care, like a medication reminder, and that's independent living. They can do everything on their own. They can take a shower, they can feed themselves. Those are independent living, and they want to socialize with the rest of the people in the facility. We call this community, not a facility, but community. And then the second level is assisted living, where we provide care. For example, the resident needs some assistance with medication reminders. We assist them with their meds if they need it. And then they need assistance with bathing, with
daily
dressing, activity of the daily living that they need help with. We call it assisted living.
Okay.
And also the third is memory care. So if they are already in the stage where they start to forget things, we call it memory care. We have a facility, another wing that only focuses on dementia, Alzheimer's, and we have the separate staff and caregiving and nurses and medication in that area, where they assist 100%, like if they need 24-hour care. 24/7, that's dementia care.
Okay.
So there are some people in the assisted living that needs 24-hour care too, but the memory care is specific to people with memory issues.
Okay. Okay.
So that's the level of care.
And actually, very interesting po when you also see the facility, yung design po nila ay talagang specific, no? For California, very strict regulations.
Yes, so in California, not only in California but all over the US, we are regulated. We cannot just operate without any licenses. So there are 2 types of facilities also. One is assisted living, wherein you cannot run it without the license and inspection, the strict regulations. So that's assisted living. And anywhere in the US, especially in California, we have specifics. In other states too, but there are some facilities like this that does not require a license. It's called room and board for the elderly. It's like a 55+ community, where seniors can live exclusive for 55+ only.
Okay.
That they are a senior living community, but does not require assisted living, so they can just anybody can just open something like that. In the Philippines, that can be ideal.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a senior living community. It's a nice facility. Everything is provided with ADA, the accessible for disabilities.
Talagang designed
for people
for the needs
who are elderly. Not elderly, we call it seniors. Because some people, they don't want to be called seniors. They don't want to be called elderly, but adult individuals.
Okay.
Yeah, people who are adult. Like it's 65+ or 55+. They don't want to be called seniors or elderly, but adult individuals.
Well, we're very, very privileged to have Ma'am Gemma, who's a consultant, no? And if ever, at least may kababayan tayo na mapupuntahan natin, if you need help or assistance, no? She will be here for us para makatulong sa ating mga kababayan about
I really wanted, my goal is to go back to the Philippines and open a home for the aged like this. That's my ultimate goal for myself. I want to open a home for the aged for the Filipinos in the Philippines, especially in my province, in my city. My dad was in the Philippines and he passed away, but I know what's missing. When he was diagnosed with an illness, something is missing. Everybody, all the children are not with him. We're not with him. We were far away, one in Canada, one in US, and one in other places. So nobody took care of him. So I thought of, what if we bring something like this in the Philippines, where instead of, if the family is not there, somebody that's like a family who can take care of
also trained.
our elderly and trained. we can provide training, you know, we can bring whatever technology or whatever experience we have, we can bring it back to the Philippines, and I like that conversation. So anyway, I'm excited about
ang ating pong prayer is that makabisita si Ma'am Jem, hopefully this year, 2025, back to the Philippines para po tayo ay maka-experience naman ng kanyang expertise, or we could look at senior care facilities there and make it world standard the way they have it here.
I love to do that, and I'm open because that's my goal. I want to bring this type of services to the Filipino people. We know that there are a lot of also Filipinos in America who wants to retire in the Philippines, but there is no such thing like this, you know. If we can have something
it's
like
a sunrise industry. Nagsisimula pa lang po tayo. But with your help, our kababayan here, alam niyo po, napakaswerte po natin at nakapanayam natin, nakasama natin si ate, no?
Nako, si Lola.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, there's something that I want to add. Aside from running a facility, my experience is really in the senior living consulting. I help families in the US find a place for their loved ones.
Like a placement agency.
I'm a placement agency. I was a placement agency. Even until now, I help people. And now that I'm hands-on running a facility, I know exactly what we need and what we want to have experience in the Philippines too. If I want to retire, I'm going to the Philippines and retire there if we have a facility there.
I doubt it if she will retire, but salamat po.
Yeah.
Maraming salamat. We need a lot of Filipinos and Filipinas na nasa caregiving industry, senior care, at healthcare, at thank you so much, ma'am, for this words of wisdom. You know,
Miss Sims is very lucky to have me here right now. But I'm glad I was able to help.
Nagchichikahan lang po kami, pero thank God na paunlakan niya tayo to be able to be on video, no? Kasi we really wanted to share to our kababayans. So thank you so much, and we will let you know how to get in touch with Ma'am Gemma.
And if we have, in the future, we have questions, I'm here, I'm open.
Salamat po. Maraming salamat po.
Nice day.